Hi, I'm Gary Navola, and welcome to Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods, as we take you on rally rides on some of the nicest back roads that New England has to offer. We'll take you to those car show events and neighborhood cruise nights where you will see and appreciate the labor of love our car owners undertake. For one of our specialties on the show, come experience some of the rally rides throughout New England. Finally, we'll show you that labor of love and what it takes to restore or build your classic car or hot rod. So ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. As you're cruising with classic cars and hot rods.
Hi guys, and welcome to the J.K. Lilly III Automobile Museum. This round barn is a reproduction of the stone dairy barn at Hancock Shaker Village in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. It is built of Connecticut shale and wood that was salvaged from old structures. Its central roof support timbers stand 38 feet tall from ground level to the top, where the building is capped by an octagonal cupola. Just simply awesome here at the Heritage Museum and Gardens.
Hi guys, Gary here for Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods, and we're here in Cape Cod at a wonderful special edition called Cape Cod Classic Cars, here on Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods. We are here in Sandwich, Cape Cod, at the Heritage Museum and Gardens. Inside is such an awesome exhibit of a tremendous amount of talent and concept cars of yesteryear. We have cars here donated by Wayne Carini, Harley Earl, General Motors. It's gonna be fantastic. The theme here today is visit the future and imagine the past. So we're going to take a look inside this museum with awesome vehicles waiting for us to see.
So guys, this was the museum's automobile collection storage facility. So this facility is where some of these museum cars are stored when they're not showing other exhibits. I tell you guys, these are true antique cars here at the museum. Just beautiful, and wait till you see some of the photographs of the Motorama show here at the museum. So guys, this is a 1927 LaSalle, which is a collection of the Heritage Museum and Gardens. This was a Harley Earl's first GM project, delivering on GM's plan to promote the maximum and eye appeal. This car is just beautiful. Take a look at it. Here's some photos coming up. I'll tell you, so it was said that Harley Earl put a Cadillac motor in this car, and this car was actually clocked back in the day to go over 95 miles an hour for the day, 1927. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here at the Heritage Museum and Gardens, Cape Cod, Massachusetts. What a beautiful Motorama show here in Cape Cod, Massachusetts on Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods. So guys, here's a 1954 Hudson Italia. This is one of the most uniquely designed American sports cars from the 50s with a Hudson jet chassis and aluminum body. Just awesome car. And it's also formed as a merger between Hudson and Nash. GM turned to the Italian design for this car. This was Wayne Carini's collection. Just beautiful. So guys, I want to bring your attention to the triple taillights back there, designed right into the side of the car. Just cool. So guys, next up is a 54 Plymouth Explorer, the Peterson Automotive Museum collection. It's Virgil Exner upgraded Chrysler's strategy of 1940s image by going to the Italian design once again for the Ghia. It's for a series of idea cars. The Ghia built cars more creatively and less expensive than the American companies. That gave Chrysler a fresh Italian flair. Just awesome. Take a look. Take a look at this styling. Can you actually believe that this is a Plymouth? I mean, look at the beautiful lines of this car. Imagine if this car actually went to production. It's so beautiful. I like the rear end of that car. It just has a nice elegance to it. So guys, next up is a 56 Firebird 2, which is the General Motors Heritage Collection. And the Firebirds was a series of 3 experimental gas turbine cars. The Firebird 2, designed by Harley Earl, was the family car of 3 designs. The futuristic advanced communication systems would allow the car to be guided to its destination along the automated safety autoway by someone other than the driver, reminiscent of today's experiments with driverless cars. The Firebird 2 debuted at the 1956 Motorama in New York. It featured a transparent canopy for 360-degree visibility. This car also had 4 reclining seats with snack tables. How cool is that for a long trip? Here you have it, the Firebird 2, developed and designed by Harley Earl. So ladies and gentlemen, the America's sports car, the Corvettes, their concepts coming up. So here's the 1990 Corvette Serv 3. Now Serv stands for Chevrolet Engineering Research Vehicle. It's a series of experimental cars that pushed all the limits of Corvette design. The Serv 3, styled by Jerry Palmer, was the final attempt to develop a mid-mounted engine. It had a computer mounted in the nose and controlled the advanced systems, including the suspension. Power was transformed to all four wheels through a 3- and 2-speed automatic gearbox. Impressive low drag meant a high speed of 225 miles an hour. Simply awesome. So next up is the 1986 Corvette Indy, another General Motors heritage collection. GM's chief engineer, Fred, dubbed this car a work in progress when it debuted in 1986 at the Detroit Auto Show. It was styled to appeal to Corvette fans and to test advanced technology systems for future Corvettes. So here's another General Motors heritage collection of the 74 Corvette Reynolds. General Motors created several experimental Corvettes exploring alternative engine placements and chassis layouts. The body panels of this model were all aluminum with hidden headlights, aiding in the achievement of the lowest front profile possible. This XP895 model body was built with aluminum as a joint venture between GM and Reynolds Aluminum. So here's an interesting car, the 73 Chevy XP898. Now this was a concept car built with an internal challenge in mind with Chevy. They used Chevy Vega mechanicals. It was built with a frameless fiberglass foam sandwich body and a chassis in 4 main sections, which was the floor pan, firewall, upper front, and upper rear. The result was a body that was virtually free of squeaks and rattles. It had the ability to withstand crashes up to 50 miles an hour without compromising its structure. That's impressive. So guys, one of the main attractions, the 63 Harley Earl Corvette. This is a Dana and Patty Meekum collection that was donated here for the display at the Heritage Museum and Gardens. I tell you, this museum and this display is awesome. This was one of the true attractions. This is Harley Earl's Corvette. Take a look at the interior here. Most of the cars of this era did not have those gauges. General Motors built this car specifically for Harley Earl for his retirement, I believe. And so they put a lot of extra technology and a lot of extra care in manufacturing this Corvette. Just beautiful. So look at that interior, just dynamite. I love that. So here's another Harley Earl Corvette, 1962 Corvette number 1. Probably the first one off the assembly line. Another piece of artwork by Harley Earl. Take a look at that. guys, let's pause a minute for show identification. So ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in Sandwich, Cape Cod, Massachusetts at the Motorama Auto Exhibit here at the Heritage Museum and Gardens. So here's a car that was truly ahead of its time. The 1956 Buick Century, part of the Sloan Museum collection. This car featured at the 1956 Motorama. It had aerodynamic features such as recessed lights, a bubble top, wing-type fenders, just incredible. There was a television camera mounted just above the tail cone, which project images from the rear to the car on the dashboard screen, eliminating the rear view mirror. So this car was truly inspired by jet fighters, which was the reoccurring theme of the 1950s. If you take a look at the rear of the car there, it almost looks like a jet plane and engine. It's just incredible, this car. I'll tell you, this car by far had my eye. I had a soft spot for this car. It's just absolutely beautiful. The 1954 Buick Wildcat 2. It was provided by the Sloan Museum in Flint, Michigan. And this particular car, the Wildcat 2, was the second of a series of 3 models introduced over 3 consecutive years, from 53 to 55. I mean, these dream sports convertibles stirred the public interest and imagination with their concave grills and wraparound fenders. It was just a true sight to behold. So this Wildcat series design team, led by Harley Earl and designer Ned Nicholas, described the sporty car as an American adventure and tomorrow's design. Note the rotary, or the rotor-static, I guess they call it the roto-static hubcaps, kind of like spinners today. So the hubcaps will remain stationary while the wheels turn. It's just pretty cool, man. This car is just awesome. Supposedly, it was said that this car didn't come out because it would be the demise of the Corvette. I'm not sure about that, but people had said that just by the gorgeous lines and design. Kind of looks like a 53 in the back, too. So here's those fenders that they were discussing, as well as the those rims and those tires. Just take a look at that. The spoke tires, they stay, rims stay in one spot as the tires turn. It's pretty impressive. Take a look at the beautiful interior here. kind of reminds you of something, almost like a Corvette, I would think, like a 54 Corvette or something. Very close to that, but beautiful lines. Just a cool car. I think they only made like 2 or 3 of these. So there you have it, my friends, the Buick Wildcat 2. Just a beautiful sight. So we got a couple other cars for you in the lineup. These cars, again, that was a Chevy Corvair Monza, which was a pretty cool car. Then we have an X100 or something like that. That was pretty dynamic. Very cool car there. I like the sunroof, the way they had that design. Very cool. And then up here's a solar panel car, and this is a little bit more modern in the area. So here's one of the first plane cars. If you take a look there, they had the wings and a car and propeller in the back. So guys, this is what we'll talk about now is some of the museum art that was there. Some of these, here's a little car, a little mahogany car replica that was made, and that was under a glass enclosure. They had artwork, and this was displayed throughout the several floors of the exhibits here at the museum. And again, this is at the Heritage Museum and Gardens in Sandwich, Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Just a beautiful time. So they had artworks and memorabilia displayed as well throughout the museum. The other thing they had these silk screens up with photos of musicians and actresses and stars of the times, and that's coming up here. Mick Jagger, and I think they had Sophia Loren. They had a whole host of different ones throughout the museum. So, ladies and gentlemen, there was a lot of people that put this Driving Our Dreams here at the museum event together. Some of the automobile lenders like Wayne Carini, the Henry Ford Company, and the General Motors, Dana and Patty Meekum, the Peterson Automotive Museum, the Sloan Museum, and a whole host of others. So we would just want to thank everyone for putting a wonderful event together. Thank you. So guys, while you're here at the Heritage Museum and Gardens, take a look at their grounds. It's gorgeous. So ladies and gentlemen, this was well worth a trip. Beautiful grounds. It's a place it's kid friendly. You can bring the children there and take a look at all the beautiful grounds that they have. It's just a wonderful time. So this was pretty cool. They had mazes there where the kids could run around in, and it's just a really good time if you ever get to the Cape. I tell you, it was fun. The kids were playing hide and seek and everything. It was a lot of fun there. And in the back, what a beautiful windmill they had, and the grounds were just as beautiful surrounding the windmills. Just really beautiful. So if you ever get to Cape Cod, you want to swing down to Sandwich and take a look at the Heritage Museum and Gardens. I don't think it'll be a waste of time. It's very beautiful and peaceful there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I'm Gary Navola, your host.
of Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods. And here we have Cape Cod Classic Car Show here in Sandwich, Cape Cod at the Heritage Museum and Garden. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you.